So far, we don't have any image or any container. Okay, we'll start everything from the beginning. Okay, let's load this one as well. Docker network. So yesterday we created one network with the name of Mongo dash net, right?
Yes.
The command that we are going to use, I've already used it. So it was like that. Docker and in the detached mode, port mapping, then -e, one for the username, one for the password. Okay. And Docker network, Mongo dash net. Okay. This is the network name that we are using. Then what will be the name of your container? My container name should be Mongo. And my image name is Mongo. So far, everything is clear here.
Yes.
I'll copy out this one. Just enter. So it will get the image from the Docker app. And the next part is to get a Mongo Express. And this is
Yes.
basically the UI to see the Mongo. Again, everything will remain the same. The only thing that you have to change is the server. Server name should be the same as the name of your container. Okay.
Okay.
For the connection. And they both should be on the same network. So that's why network is same. And then the name of this container, I'm going to keep the Mongo Express, same like the image name. So if I do Docker PS, I have both the container running on 8081 Mongo Express 27017. Your Mongo. Let's go. This pipeline closed 8081. Press enter and see we got our UI.
Yes.
Now, what happens sometime in the beginning, you may be asked password and username. Okay.
Yes.
So in that case, since I've done 2-3 times, so it got saved in my cache. So just do docker logs and then the container ID. So see, when you will do this one, you will get admin as a username, pass as a password. Okay. This one you will be using as admin as a username and pass as a password. Great. So this is the thing that we have to do without Docker Compose. If you don't have Docker Compose, you will do like this. So imagine if I have to, if something goes wrong, like the yesterday, again, I have to do everything like this type. Okay, to make the things in a correct way. Again, I have to delete that container and create a new container, which is again. And if I want to do both simultaneously at a time, I can't do it, right?
Yes.
So this is the issue that everyone facing with the multiple containers. How do we start? How do we stop? Like that. Let's go here. So we have seen the issue with our uh, we started to Docker container and this is not Docker command. We looked how it's look like without Docker, without compose. Now let's do a demo with okay. We did this demo. Created a Docker network. We done that one. Start a MongoDB
Mm.
container. Done that one. Start a Mongo Express container. Done all three. Any confusion in all three
Mm.
steps?
Mm.
Okay.
Uh, First, we have to
Mhm.
create the Docker network.
Yeah.
Mongo
First
network.
part
Mm.
is the MongoNet. We created a Docker network.
Okay,
Second,
then
MongoDB.
MongoDB container and then all these commands.
Yeah. Mongo Express container.
Yeah, okay. And then Mongo Express. Okay.
Hmm. Which is both similar. The only change is the name of the image. Okay. And another segment we add in Mongo Express is the server name.
Yes. Same
And
server.
server name will be same as the name of your container, Mongo container.
Okay.
Let's go down. Okay. So the issues we have faced, if I am having 10 different services, okay, so far we have only two services we use. So messaging services, multiple database, UI service for the database. So a lot of different containers for the different tasks. So to manage all these things, is it easy with if you use Docker only? Sorry. Because
No.
again you have to start one by one,
Yes.
then you have to execute the command one by one. So it's a very hectic task. Okay. Nobody wants such a hectic task with the multiple type of containers.
Mm.
And that's where the Docker Compose come into the picture. Okay. So Docker Compose is nothing but you will be using a YAML file to configure and maintain your application services. So there will be one YAML file, okay, that you will run, which will contain all the services that you want to start or apply some this one, command on it. So one YAML file will be there with a single command. Means we will use a single command to just to run this YAML file, nothing else. You can create, start, and all the services from your configuration.
Okay.
Declarative definition means everything you have to define over there. So this was our map, right? Docker and hyphen D. This is slash for Mac and Linux. For Windows, we have seen we have to give top one, uh, another type of symbol.
Mm.
So to start MongoDB, Docker and hyphen D, port number, then username, password, then Docker network. Okay, you can use either hyphen net or hyphen network. Both will work out. Then your image of the Mongo. Okay, any name of the container you can have. We used Mongo instead of MongoDB. So what I'm going to do, I'll put all this information in the Docker Compose, is in that file. So
Mm.
abstract away the low level command. This is our low level command. Okay. Basically, low level, why do we are saying? For computer, it is easy to understand this one. Command line is the most fastest way to execute any command. Okay. For the computer understanding. Okay. Because it understood this language without any UI interface so very quickly. So what are we doing? We will be, but this low level is high level for us. Many people do not understand this command line part. So we will remove this low level language. Okay. Provide a high level. High level means in the file format. More human readable configuration. We want human should be easily read. I told you this command line is difficult to study compared to this one. So that's it. But for computer, it is little difficult to study this one. And that's what is known as a higher level. Okay. Low level HLL, high level, these are the class 6, class 5 class teaching. But is just understand for the computer understanding. Low level, command line, high level,
Hmm.
anything apart from the command line for the computer understanding.
Yes.
For human, high level is easily understandable. So we will get more structured way of all these things. So see, what are we going to have? Helps to create your command, simplify the container management, easy to change, make changes. So have you used YAML before?
No.
No. Okay. Let me show you how it's look like. So YAML full form is yet another markup language. YAML. Validator. Open any online IDE which is
Hmm.
having YAML, which will allow you. So see, YAML is just like a key pair type of language. Okay. You provide the key, for example, name, colon, Sujata.
Hmm.
Okay. So this is just like this. But you have to remember one thing. Suppose I write class. Okay. So in this class, I want couple of things to be suppose class 7. Now under the 7, I have couple of more thing needed. So if I want class 7, how many people are there? Name all of them. Name uh Sky. Okay. Then what is the roll number of Sky? Roll number suppose 67. Okay. So these two will become under this class. So if I show you in respect of the YAML, see services, sorry, version is 3. Version basically number of time you make the changes, version will be changed. Then I type services. So under how many services we are going to run? 2 services. First one is the Mongo, other one is the Mongo Express. So first service name is MongoDB, other service name is Mongo Express. Under this MongoDB, under this, so indentation is very, very important. So you have to give again indentation. That's only this image will be a part of MongoDB and MongoDB will be the part of services. Okay. Image is Mongo, port number we have defined, and the environment. These two environment we did. Got it?
Yes.
Is it
Yes.
complex?
No.
No, it's not at all. Again, for Mongo Express, image name is Mongo Express. Port number
Oh.
is 8081, 8081, same like environment. We added
Hmm.
one more services, which was the name of your image.
Hmm.
Okay, the container name. So that was whatever you want. MongoDB, you can keep it. Okay. It will create a container with the name of MongoDB. It's not difficult to understand. Okay. Is it?
Yeah. No, no. It's not difficult.
Okay. Mhm. So X as a code of concept. So see, code that defines how your services should run. This is easily understandable by any people. That in services, people are going to run two services, that is Mongo and Mongo Express.
Yes.
Underneath, you'll be having image, port, and environment. Only three things. Image, we can easily get port number, we can get environment, we have seen. Okay. Code can be versionized. It means any change in the code, I can track it, okay, in the Git. Suppose I change this one and push this YAML file in the GitHub repository. The version will be 4. So I can see what was the change in the version 3 or what were in the version 2. Everything will be handy. Whereas in the command line, it was very much difficult to keep track what I used previously and what I'll be using now.
Yes.
Easy collaboration means people can now contribute since it will be in the Git repository. So anyone can take your file, add some more configuration into it, add some more images into it. Easily can be done. That's why people can collaborate in this one as well. Got it?
Yeah.
These are the benefit of using YAML over the command line.
Hmm.
Okay. More about this one. Let's go and create this part.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do first, I'll okay, to check, this is the Mongo Express. If you want to create database, suppose here, give the name, suppose a diary, create. See, I got a database.
Yeah.
I can view from here. I can delete it. Okay, no data is here. Under you, I can create more of database. Okay. So like this, you can export, import JSON file, whatever. I'm going to delete from here. This one too. Let's go to our then let's go to desktop. You'll be having a container. Just delete everything because we are going to create using YAML.
Yeah.
So I'll be deleting this one. First delete the container, then remove the image. Okay. Now I have already prepared that YAML file. See, version I'm going to keep 3.1.
Hmm.
Services which I'm going to use MongoDB. Image name will be Mongo. Let me just copy from here first. To just create a folder over here. Docker compose. I'll open this folder in VS Code. Oops. Visual Studio. What should be the name? Compose config. Let's give compose underscore config dot. For YAML file, you have two type of extension: YAML, YML, or you can write YAML. Both are correct. Okay.
Okay.
So dot YAML. Let's keep it and press it. So any issue, if you can see version 3.1 services. Inside the services, let's remove this space. Okay, MongoDB, this is going to be the first service, whereas the image name, this will be taken from the hub, Docker hub, port number. Okay, suppose when you will be having list now, then you do this slash, this hyphen. Suppose I want to add one more port number, so you can put it like this. It's just like an array.
Okay.
Okay. So if your values are in like 3 4 5 values, okay. So for that case, you put just this dash, then enter, then put dash. So all this value will become under this port.
Okay.
Then environment, we see the environment as well. Mongo Express, port number, rest of the things, environment, all these things. Any confusion in any of this line?
वो सर्वर पहले वाले में क्यों नहीं लिया?
पहले वाले में मतलब
MongoDB सर्वर
oh, this one.
फर्स्ट.
See, first here it will create a new container with its own name. Okay, and this will be the MongoDB server. So this container name will be MongoDB, right?
ओके.
So this name will be used here, not the image name. So whatever the services name you will provide over here, that service you have, that server name you have to use here. Got it?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. Sometime if you suppose if you have any confusion कहीं पर अगर see this is the error. क्यों? इंडेंटेशन खराब हो गई आपकी. अगर ऐसा कभी लगे तो आप बस इसे कॉपी करना. ठीक है, अभी मैं इसे कट कर दे रहा हूँ.
वैलिडेटर.
हाँ, वो वैलिडेटर में जाके पेस्ट कर देना, वो आपको बता देगा. ओके, लेट्स गो बैक टू द कोड. नाउ इट्स करेक्टेड. Save it. Compose.yaml. I'll copy the path. Now let's go to our command line. Okay, one more thing we have to discuss. What happened when two services are, depends on each other? We have to use one more command at the end, and that is depends on. If you see, suppose this Mongo Express is depend upon the MongoDB, right?
Yes.
Because the data connection, all the data of MongoDB will be extracted by Mongo Express. So Mongo Express is depend upon MongoDB. So you have to just add depends on whom? Depends on MongoDB.
MongoDB.
Okay. We are just making them clear that you are currently go one step back. Indentation issue, keep the indentation.
और मोंगो एक्सप्रेस भी जगह अगर हम दूसरी इमेज लेते तो फिर भी डिपेंड्स
हाँ,
ऑन लिखना पड़ता.
फिर भी डिपेंड्स ऑन लिखना पड़ता है. इफ दैट image is depending upon Mongo or any other, then you need to name it.
ओके.
What's the name? Correct. Just verify once. MongoDB. Okay. Okay, save it. Now let's go to your command line. Previous whatever we did, we have removed. Okay. If you try to go and see If I do come here and do localhost 8081, it won't work because none of the container is running on it. We have deleted everything.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do, first I'll check whether I'm having Docker Compose or not. Docker Compose -v. So it is saying Docker Compose is in your machine. Basically, Docker Compose comes with a Docker.
Okay.
So there is no. Second part is Docker Compose -f and the YAML file address. Where is my YAML file? I'll just copy the path down here, paste it. Okay, oops. And then do up only. Up means we are running this file. That's it.
Okay.
Uh,
And what if
If you write down, you have any question? Hello?
if
Oh, F means
hyphen
file,
F. Okay.
Docker file. Yeah,
Hmm.
press enter. Okay, there is something. Line 20. Oh, see,
Hmm.
any issue, just change the line, change in the file,
Hmm.
and it will do it everything. If it was command line, we have to change the whole command. Again, see again, he just said there was problem in line 12. Change in the file
Hmm.
and run it again.
Yes.
And see, all the services is getting created. Okay. So to view in the Docker desktop, just let's go to Docker desktop and see. But before going to Docker desktop, let's see everything here, what it is
Hmm.
saying. Let's go at the top. What are all these things? So, okay, we come in the top. See what it does. First, it extracted the Mongo Express, pulled, and the MongoDB. So what do you understand from this one? That the bottom one is getting pulled first, then the first
Hmm.
one. Okay.
Yes.
Second part is it is going to create a Docker network for you. Remember, we have created the Docker network, but we have not used Docker network anywhere, whatever we created.
Hmm.
Okay. So remember, when you use the compose file, Docker will provide you default Docker network. You need not to mention your network. It will automatically create a network and put all the services on that network.
Yes.
Then the two container, see the container name is so simple. It is creating not a random name. Rather it added some in the prefix, it added Docker compose and the postfix it added -1.
Hmm.
So the service name, these two words got copied. Okay.
Yes.
So three things it got created. Now here it is attaching to Mongo Express one to MongoDB one. Means attachment is taking place. Basically the connection between them. So if
Hmm.
the connection is back and forth is happening between them. And this is what we are seeing. This is all the connection logs. So this is how it is going. And see here it is also provided you Mongo Express one, the admin and the password, which we
Yes.
used to do using the Docker log and the container. But here it provided you. So let's go to our localhost, refresh this one and see we got the Mongo Express on
Hmm.
8081 from our Docker Compose file. And how easy was it, right? Compared to the previous command, which was in command line, which we were doing. So if I am having thousands of services, I can easily create the file. And suppose in future you got some error also, I can just change the error, change the configuration here
Hmm.
without getting worried about to do a lot of stuff that we were doing on the command line. Got it?
Yes.
So if you want to, okay, let's cover this one. So see, network configuration. Here in the command line, we put the network configuration, but
Hmm.
in the compose file, we did not, YAML file, we did not need to put any network one. So here it is saying by default, compose set up a single network for your app. Okay. We want our app to communicate with each other. Either you create the network or the Docker will create the network. Doesn't matter, right?
Hmm.
So here, Docker Compose set up a single network for your app, which we have seen just now. Communication via container name and communication happening using the container name. That is also being taken care by Compose. But option to specify your own network with the top level networks key. This one we didn't get the option of specifying your own network. But if you want, you can specify it explicitly. Okay. You can just look and search it. How do I optimize my YAML file to add my own network rather than the network they are using? So
Hmm.
you will get a lot of options there. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So the part of that depends on basically when suppose this app is depending upon a database, right? So
Hmm.
web app that need to access a database, web app will fail since the database is not available. Okay. Whenever there is a dependency upon one service to another service, and if this service is not available, then this service will get fail automatically. Suppose the web app will fail since database, if I remove this database part, so our application will fail. That's why we need to put that depends on part. Okay.
Hmm.
And one more thing, remember that you want to stop and restart the containers only. Okay. Generally, the
Hmm.
operation we do on the container, even in the organization, you will start and restart, start, stop like this. So ephemeral, the word always remember this one. Container are always ephemeral. What does it mean? By default, no persistent. It means if once you remove a container, you won't get anything. It contains no amount of data. Okay. All data will be gone if you delete your container when the container are removed. So remember
Hmm.
when we were using the command line, if we delete the container from there, again we have to do all those tasks repeatedly. Whereas in case of YAML file, we did not to do. Even if we delete the container, I'll just run my YAML file and get everything back.
Hmm.
Okay. We won't get the same container, but we will get the container. So see, if I do any operation, um, if I do any operation on this database and I delete the container, what will happen? My whole database will be gone.
Hmm.
Like I created a database with your name, right? Just before.
Hmm.
But once I deleted that container, your one is gone. This is a fresh one again.
Yes.
So this thing you need to remember that container deletion is a very tricky task. Shouldn't be done if it contains or if
Hmm.
there is some dependency on it. Volumes are the mechanism for the persistence of data. That's why use the Docker volume. That even if the container got deleted, your data will be saved. And we will attach a new container with the volume we created, which we have seen in the volume, Docker volume.
Hmm.
Stopping container will keep the data. Yeah. If you remove the container, it won't do, but if you stop the container, your data will
Hmm.
be there. And that's all about the Docker Compose. Any questions?
Hmm. I'll try
If you do
this.
Control C, it
Hmm.
will stop it. If I do Docker PS, I don't have any running container. If I do
Yes.
Docker PS-A, I'll be having the two container. So right now
Hmm.
your database is not running. Why? Because we have stopped our container.
And
If you want to restart it back again, either you use Docker start and put the container name. Okay. Or if
hmm.
you want them to keep on running, so what will you do? Just use this command up and at the end add -d, detach mode. So what will happen? You will have the access of the command line along with the everything will be done. Press enter.
Yes.
Our container got created
Hmm.
and we have the command line access as well. I can put, if I do docker ps now, I can see my two containers are running.
Hmm.
Okay. And if I do go ahead, coming back, hmm, try to do from your end. Okay.
Okay.
See everything how it goes. Sometimes it
Yeah.
throws some problem, but try it by yourself. Deal with those problems. Okay.
Yes.
That's all about the Docker Compose in our class. In the very next class, we will start the Kubernetes. Okay. Now you are
Okay.
full ready for the Kubernetes part.
Okay.